I'm Leah.
And I'm Robert.
This is Bob McFarland of Sarasota Paddleboard Company, and this is his story. This interview is brought to you by StompersBoots.com. We're here with Bob with Sarasota Paddleboards, and, first off, we want to ask, how did you get started in this? Because I know there's a story there.
I think the way that I got started in it, this coast is awesome, but it's a tough place to surf. We don't have the waves. When you see, Cocoa and Daytona, you think surfing. When you're here, it's very tough. So when I went to, you sit out here, look at the waves, and they're just too small to surf. So I did see this, and it kind of started in Hawaii, and maybe as long, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It actually probably started thousands of years ago, but
Right.
More recently, a lot of the surfers in Hawaii started using the stand-up. And once I saw it, there was nowhere to buy one here.
Yeah.
So I thought, though, that if I got one, that I could spend more time on the water even when we don't have the waves, and that I could catch the smaller waves,
Right.
which turns out to be correct. I'm not sure if I was looking to get into business, but I couldn't buy them, so the way I was able to purchase a board and learn about it was to buy a container of boards, all different, direct from a manufacturer. And I thought, well, with Craigslist today and things, you can sell them off.
Right?
Well, it turned out to sell them, nobody knew what it was even 3-4 years ago. So you had to demo, and then it just kind of blossomed. I was working, and then part-time I started doing demos and tours and excursions where people would sign up for my 2 days off. And I just kind of followed this business mainly to sell boards, but all of a sudden it's a big rental business, or lessons, excursions, rentals. I've gone mobile, which is fantastic today. In fact, I had a business in the 80s where everything, landlines and you had to advertise in every written publication, but now I can run everything from my smartphone. I can take credit cards over my smartphone. I can take a reservation if somebody calls while we're sitting here, and deliver the boards to them. So the other thing is that when something's brand new, it's a brand new sport, I don't know that there is enough business yet even to be in one location and serve one location. So in order to go full-time, I serve Anna Maria to Venice.
Nice.
Now we're really running because we have 2 vans and trailers, and what we've done instead of the tours, which some people couldn't fit into their schedule, is sun up to sundown we work 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So if somebody wants to do a sunset paddleboard, they call, they want paddle boards on Siesta Key at their condo or Longboat Key. How many do they want? And 2, 4, and we get them up there and show them how to use them. The instruction, the delivery, and pickup of the board is all free. It's critical to make sure that people are on the right equipment for their weight and size, and that they're in the right conditions.
Right. A lot of people don't think about that too, because it's like, I'm just going to jump on a board, you know what I mean? So
and that is what they think, and they do need to have safety leashes and safety belts and all the right safety equipment. Today's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, so this is a golf a beach day. They're not all beach days. Sometimes we have to do a tour through the mangroves, or I have to set people up in one of the parks on the bay.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah. Well, and we were talking earlier too, because you have a background in like water sports and of course skiing and everything, like you were talking about. And so you said you got into this too with building custom boards. So, and then it kind of led you from there. So
the board over there I designed, I thought that the original business plan was to design, import, and sell boards.
Yeah.
I am 180 degrees away from that now.
It always turns out somehow, right?
Yeah, though we do sell some boards just to service the local people, it has become a board rental business. And now it's even changed. Instead of just having the all-round paddleboard, you've got people that own their own equipment. So they're the sports segmented into paddle surfboards, as you were on the paddle race board.
Yes.
The all-round board. We do yoga classes on the board. So there's different boards that you use for the different things. So what we've done is our company is decided to specialize. We're not a rental company that rents kayaks or bicycles or other beach items. It's just paddleboarding. And if somebody wants to try a race style board, we have that high-end board. That may be what they have at home. That may be when they're down here on vacation what they want to use.
Right.
If somebody wants one of these more all-around beach boards, that's what we'll bring out to the beach.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's gotten fun. It's like other sports, like snow skiing has cross-country, downhill, snowboarding. You've got nice touring boards.
Yeah.
In fact, out on the lakes and things, that's what people will
I
use.
bet.
They're straighter. They don't have a lot of rocker. They're made for flat water.
Yeah, exactly.
And
well, that's what I find it so interesting, because we were talking earlier too about this, because everybody, when they see you and they're like, oh, I want that job.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, I want to be doing that, and you sit there and laugh, because I know what you're getting ready to say too, because no matter what job you do, there's always ups and downs. There's always something, people don't see the background part of what you have to do, just like you were saying that, you've got to drop off the boards, you got to do this, you got to pick them up, you got to do all that stuff. So what are some barriers and roadblocks or ups and downs that you go through, like on a daily basis, that people wouldn't see behind the scenes?
well, one of the things, and what makes this business work for me is I love it. And if you don't, you better not be involved, because it's 24 hours. It's from the time you get up in the morning till the time you go to bed, and really even while you're asleep, your brain's going.
I understand.
Yeah, because I'll have to get up often all summer long at 6 a.m. You got to get everything scheduled to where it's got to go, get the boards out, get everybody set up, and it's run. And it's, carrying and hauling. And then it possibly on the busy days is picking up a lot of the boards that are only half-day rentals and then taking them to another location and going through it again. And sometimes we're picking up boards at 7, 8 o'clock at night and getting home at 9 o'clock at night. And it's actually it's really just become service. Anybody can probably have the boards, but what we try to do and what I try to do is, if a customer wants a board and the sunset is 8:30 and they say, can we get 2 boards for a sunset cruise at 6 o'clock, we'll give them boards. So it's not a 9 to 5 or Monday through Friday type of thing. It's something that I'm real passionate about, my son, and all the people that help me. All the people that help me are passionate stand-up paddleboarders.
Nice.
You can't, in this business, just hire an hourly person. They have to, go to the people, and they have to be passionate about it and want to help the people and make sure that they're successful.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, because you have the passion for it, so you love what you do, but if you bring somebody else in that is like, it's just a job. It's going to be.
But there are people that are passionate, and you can tell.
Exactly.
And those are the people to bring on. And what's really, really fun is you're making somebody's vacation. And I hear that in the reviews, and I hear that over and over again, that there's not sometimes that much to do on the beaches, and it gives an activity that just about anybody can do.
Absolutely.
Everybody has fun, and to see that the people that maybe didn't even think of it, and then for them to tell me it's the highlight of their week, the highlight of their vacation,
and that makes it all worth it too,
and,
right?
Yeah, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
It would be wonderful to be able to just set up a little tiki place and sit there and hope that people are going to walk up and rent, or have a storefront. I do not have a storefront. A lot of people, when they're going into business, the first thing they do is get a storefront and a sign, and then they'll put something out front and expect people to come in. Well, what's happened is, and the internet is huge with this, and the mobilization with the smartphones, but my business is completely mobile, and somebody can sit on the beach, they can Google things to do on their smartphone, they can push the button and call us, and we'll bring boards to them, because this is a resort town and a resort business, so we want to take these boards right to their hotel, right to their condo. They can rent them for a half a day. The delivery, the pickup is free, and we show them how to use them. Real important to make sure that they're in the on the correct board and the water conditions are correct. But being mobile, going after business wherever it is. Well, the first thing I can tell you is you better love stand-up paddleboarding. You better love the beach and just it's not the same as it looks, like you're sitting at the beach when you are used to going on your days off. It's work, it's hard work. I probably from February through November here do not take a single day off, and some of those days are 6:30 in the morning till 9 at night. In whatever business that you go into, whether it's stand-up paddleboarding, I don't do kayaks. We don't do kayaks. I know some guys that they're the best. I mean, they're guides. It's what they do, and I think that that's important instead of trying to be a little bit of everything. So we're specialists, and this is what we love to do, and that enables myself to get up and work those long hours. No matter what the business is that things have changed, because I owned a business back in the 80s where you had to have landlines and you had to advertise. It was mostly print advertising. The number one source of business is definitely for me and I think for everybody is the internet. It's just revolutionized everything, and you have to put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into your website, how your website appears on the new smartphones. So this is just become probably the most important thing, as opposed to the money that I used to spend in other businesses on print publications. So I focus very heavily on the internet and find that the majority of my business comes from people searching on the internet, and you need to learn how the people are searching for your business, what they're looking for, and if need be, hire help to set that up for you. Again, now we're specialists, so if I've got somebody that's 340, 350, a big guy, I've got boards that have that much volume. So there is a size for people. Obviously, we also have boards for children. We do run summer camps all summer too for children. So they're different size boards, and I don't know if people realize that, but they need to be on the correct equipment.
Learn more about Bob at SarasotaPaddleboardCompany.com.